Hey guys, what are we making in the kitchen today? Where are we going? Look at this. Come on with me, come on. We're gonna go to Sicily or southern Italy, and we're gonna make stuffed eggplants. First thing we wanna do, get a medium saucepan. We wanna prep our sausage. So because so much of your good flavor comes from your sausage, you wanna get really good sausage. So this is medium. It's not hot picante and it's not the dolce, and this will be perfect. So I'm gonna prep this. Take your sausage link, cut your casing, pull your casing, and pop it right in there. Oh, I'll tell you what I get right now is that olive oil. Oh, it's so good. And now I'm just getting a little bit of the aroma of the meat. You want to break up your sauce. So your goal here is you're going to make it crumbly. Guys, while this was cooking, I'm just taking my wooden spoon, tapping it along. Some people ask me, hey, can I use a different meat? Yeah, traditionally this is pork. So traditionally you're going to use a sausage, pork sausage, right? But you could use anything you want. But this is a traditional recipe from Sicily. My family on my mom's side, my grandpa Fiorito was from Sicily. All right, so that's done. You see how the moisture's pretty much cooked out of there, right? And we're good to go. So that is beautiful. So I'm gonna take this out. So I want that grease, which is great, and the fond, that's beautiful for flavor. I'm gonna let my sausage cool. And now let's get our onions and garlic. I'm a big fan of shallots. I think they're a little softer, sweeter, a little bit more delicate flavor. So I've got 2 medium-sized shallots. I'm gonna use about 3 or 4 cloves of garlic. I'm gonna start with my shallots first. The reason I do this, my onions take a little bit longer than the garlic. So I'm gonna start these, get these going, and then I'll pop the garlic in with the onion. Saves me a little bit of time. I want to take the shallots and I want to cut them up nice and small, like really fine. Shallots are done. I'm going to put a splash of olive oil in there, maybe a tablespoon at the best. I'm going to put my shallots in. So we don't want to fry these, we want to saute them. So I'm going to give these a little bit of a stir. It'll get all that delicious flavor off the pan. See, it's already coming up right now, which is great. I'm going to get my garlic going. Same idea with the garlic here. We want to make the garlic really small. So our onion's going really low heat. Now I'm going to go ahead and put my garlic in. I'm going to add about a tablespoon or 2 of water. I'll get our cooking process going, clean the pan. I want all that flavor right off the bottom. Look at that, cleans it right up. And then we're going to get that till it's translucent. The onion and garlic are finishing up here, so I'm going to prep our eggplant, all right, our melanzane. So let's go ahead. We're going to cut the top and bottom off just a touch. Peel off your stem. I'm gonna cut these in half. And we're gonna have some fun now. It's kind of like Halloween where you're carving. So you wanna leave some meat. Just come around like this, and we're gonna scoop the inside out. I do this, and take a spoon, and you're just pulling the inside out. Oh, there you go. And then I'm gonna put it in a pan. We're gonna prep this. That is absolutely perfect right there. So that's what we're shooting for. So I'm gonna go ahead and prep the rest of these, and then we'll start making our mix. What's left over of the eggplant, but we're putting cheese and eggs and sausage and all kinds of great stuff in here, so you're not gonna need all this eggplant. So I'm gonna take half of this out, cut this up. We're gonna cook this down in our pan. I'm gonna season our eggplant, so I'm gonna put 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna put some fresh ground pepper. Let's go over to our pan. Our shallot and garlic are perfect. I'm gonna take this out. I'm gonna put it right on top of our sausage. Now guys, we're gonna cook up our bits of eggplant, right? So I'm gonna put a little olive oil in there, maybe a tablespoon-ish. I'm gonna put my eggplant that I seasoned with salt and pepper. 3 to 4 tablespoons of water, put that in there. Just spread that out, beautiful. Put a top over it. Now we'll check it every few minutes, and we're looking for it to get really soft, really tender. Guys, while the bits of eggplant are cooking down there, I'll tell you what, this is a great time to do to make your recipe come out fantastic. Subscribe to the channel. So go ahead, click that button, give me a thumbs up, hit that notification bell, anything we got going on the farm, new recipes, travel tips, it'll come right to your notification box. And what I've learned is when you subscribe, it feels good. It feels good. Makes you part of the family. Okay, our eggplant's almost done. I just took the top off. What I want to do is just get rid of that moisture. While the moisture's cooking out, I just give it a fork and puree it. Now I'm going to take my pureed eggplant, put that in my dish. Then what I'm going to do is I've got my sausage, my shallot, and my garlic. I'm going to go ahead and put that right in with my eggplant. Take a 1.5 cups of breadcrumbs. And I'm gonna go ahead and put, now these are not seasoned breadcrumbs. Now I'm gonna take about a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, take about a 1/2 teaspoon of fresh ground pepper. I've got some farm eggs here, so I'm gonna take 3 eggs. Now we gotta get some cheese in there. I wanna do about a cup-ish of fresh ground Parmesan Reggiano. I like a microplaner because it emulsifies in there really well. Okay, I think we got all our ingredients. Oh wait, one more thing. There's the fig tree. Look at that beautiful set of flowers. How about we got a little basil in here, right? Beautiful. Oh man, that's good. We'll do 4 and then we'll save 1 for the garnish. And then let's get these chopped up. That's farm to the table right there. Let's put our basil in there. I've got some lemons from the lemon tree over here. It doesn't get fresher than that either, right? And then I'm gonna take some lemon zest, whole lemon here, and just get it, just brightens it up, gives you that a little extra flavor. And now guys, we're set. So I'm gonna take a spoon and I'm gonna mix this up. I forgot, I gotta add a little extra virgin olive oil. Why? I don't know. You just gotta put olive oil in everything when you're in Italy, that's why. That is perfect. All right, now we gotta go to work. Now I've got a big cast iron pot and I've got some passata. Take the passata, I'm gonna put just a little bit on the bottom. Spread it. And then simple guys, you take your eggplant and you take a spoon and you start stuffing. And you don't want to pack it, but you know, give it a little bit of, you know, hey, how you doing? Here I am. Don't overpack the top yet. See how much you got left. I mean, are you kidding me? Look at that, right down to the morsel. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. Look at that, beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and set them in my pan. And I don't want them to fall over, so I'm gonna hit them like that. Now I'm gonna take the rest of my passata and I'm gonna put a little bit on the top. And now I'm gonna put some water. So I'm gonna put about half of that with water in it. And that I'm gonna put on the side. Don't pour it on top. Just take a little bit of cheese. I realize in life that you can't have enough cheese. I'm just saying, especially if it's Parmesan Reggiano. Look at that, that's beautiful. All right, let's go over the stove. Low heat. We don't wanna burn. You're gonna check this about every 10 minutes. That's magical, okay? If that starts to get kind of dry on the bottom, add some water. Usually not the case. So low heat, you're gonna cover it, and then you'll uncover it usually around the last 10 minutes just to dry it up a little bit. And what you're looking for is these to be really tender. You're looking for very little concentrated sauce on the bottom, and then it's time to eat. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the cover on. Say goodbye. Bye, see you later. We're looking at probably about 40 minutes-ish. And just take your time, play some music, maybe have some wine, play a little Frank Sinatra. And this comes out beautiful. It's so delicious. I'll talk to you in 40 minutes. I can't wait. All right, you ready for the big reveal? I think these babies are ready. The aroma in here is phenomenal. Oh, yeah. I've been checking them. See you can poke your fork through it. Some of it will be a little bit darker, but they're done. That is absolutely beautiful. It's playtime and eat time. Okay, which one you guys like? So I'm gonna grab the small one here. I'm gonna put a little fresh basil and a little bit of cheese. Does that look delicious, or does that look delicious right there? And see how nice and solid that is? And look how tender the eggplant is. You know me, I want the perfect bite right there. The aroma right away is the eggplant, definitely the egg, the breadcrumbs, a little bit of the garlic, olive oil. Every ingredient in there is like the perfect marriage. Every little flavor, the egg, the sausage, the lemon. I get a little bit of the lemon, the olive oil, the salt, the pepper, the shallot, the garlic, the cheese, and the passata. I love the sauce because it doesn't take away from the flavor of the eggplant and the stuffing. Oh my God, that is so stinking good. I can't stand it. We're gonna cut. I'm gonna get some water, and the rest of that is going right here in my stomach, and I'm not kidding you on that one. I know I say this a lot, by far one of the best recipes we've ever made here on Cooking Italian with Joe. I don't know if it's being here in Vico del Gargano in Italy, I don't know, but man, the ingredients, absolutely delicious. You know, again, obviously the chef here, he's got something to do with it, you know what I mean? Guys, thanks so much for joining me in my kitchen here in Italy, Vico del Gargano. Making a great recipe. Remember, subscribe, like, hit that notification bell, become part of the family. Secondly, remember, once a week, once a month, shut off the TV, the computer, the cell phone, get around the table with your family and friends. You know what? Celebrate your heritage, whatever that may be, but more important than that, guys, set some traditions of love. They're gonna last you a lifetime. I know they did for me. Hey guys, from my kitchen years, until next week, mwah, buon appetito.